intense they see, the deeper they go into this innings. Scoring at 4.75 at the moment. I just wonder if they think that they're doing enough, if they feel that they have to do a little bit more, because the role of these two openers, in addition to giving them that platform, is to get information from the surface. And I just wonder what sort of information they've gleaned in terms of that first inning score. Guess we'll find out in a couple overs more if they remain there and we see a change in their approach.
Yeah, and in the back of their minds, they'll be thinking about whether conditions will change later on, what effects the light will have on the surface. Whether there'll be dew as well. Whether there'll be dew formation later on also. So definitely they'll be thinking about what sort of total will be good and what their bowlers can defend as well.
There seemed to be a little bit more intent in this particular over from Will Young. So I'm advancing to Zari Joseph yet again. Excited to see the left arm wrist spinner in action though. And West Indies would want to, and she hope in particular, be very strategic in when they introduce him to the attack. You will feel as though he missed out that occasion. The selection of Laws is a projection selection, isn't it? He's been plucked out from never having played a senior match either for Jamaica or anyone. West Indies have seen something in him, that rarity, to accelerate his exposure at the international level. It's something that they've been searching for. And I mentioned that New Zealand are looking at options and to frame their squad. In a sense, Darren Sammy has that same responsibility. In as much as he wants points for automatic qualification, he too is searching for options in which to frame his ideal one-day international squad. And this year will be another option for him, if all goes well.
Yeah, particularly in that spin department, they've been hunting for a number of leg spinners, West Indies. They have Gudakesh Moti. But they certainly want to get an effective spinner in this format of the game. Yeah, Moti's there. There's a loud appeal though from Azari Joseph. Yeah, not interested, but Moti's there is about who can partner him going forward. Yeah, 56 without loss after 12.
Yeah, a nice mixture here for New Zealand in terms of experience. The debutant Matthew Fisher, excited to see what he will do a little bit later on. Jayden Lennox in there as well. So opportunities again. It will be Gudakesh Moti to continue slip in position. Yeah, this will challenge the boundary. In fact, it's very well timed and placed by Will Young. A little bit of premeditation. He got down quite early and found it in the exact spot he wanted.
Yeah, some really good mechanics on the sweep shot from Will Young. Yes, it was on that line that was easy to pick for him, but getting low, reaching out, head over it, very balanced in his execution.
Yes!
A muted appeal there. Gudakesh Motie just has to find that ideal pace at which to bowl. Sometimes I find as though he's trying to firing the ball and not giving it enough time to deceive the batters and to get something from the surface. The quicker you bowl, the less opportunity you're giving the ball to turn from the surface, and so at times he has bowled too quickly. Can he make the adjustment? Just a shade under 90 kmph he's operating at the moment, which is, in my mind, at least 5 Ks too many. You can see it there at the bottom of your screen. Can he get to that 82, 83, 84 kilometers per hour?
Yes, man. Yes,
You can see there was a decrease in pace, and it created a little bit of uncertainty. That one was 82 and a half, and that's the sort of pace I think he should be operating at. Back up to 89 to end the over, 63 without loss. Wonder of the world right here in Guyana. Look at those projected scores, quite healthy from a New Zealand perspective, and in these conditions, nice opening partnership for New Zealand against the West Indies in the West Indies. Looking to push that even further. Got there quite easily in the end. I just thought that the fielder was a little bit slow getting around. Yeah, comfortably in.
Yeah, they've been judging singles quite well, this pair. Quick running, they were committed to that, so no scares at all for New Zealand.
And looking at the penultimate ball of the previous over from Gudakesh Motie, that was the only one that was around that 82 kilometers per hour mark. Nice little loop, and you can see the batter had to adjust his stroke. So he produced a little bit of falseness from the New Zealand batter when he bowled it slower, because he's expecting it to come on quickly. And I just think that he needs to be at that speed more often, Gudakesh Motie. Dive, missed it, and so it will trickle away. It dribbles there now, actually. Azari Joseph is angered by that effort.
Thought Carty should have done a lot better there, but this is a shot that Will Young has played very well since his introduction to the middle. He tried Carty, just unable to get a hand to it. He's showing some disappointment.
I don't mind that actually, Stacey. I don't mind throwing in the dive because if you chase after it, more often than not, it's 4 anyway. So try to cut the angle and put in the dive. I personally have no issues with it. Of course, the bowler will have a different perspective. That run rate has now gone over 5 runs and over. So what we were speaking about a little earlier, the intent is there now. They are well set and they've sort of assessed the conditions and thinking perhaps closer to 250, Stacey.
Yeah, and it's easy pace batting from New Zealand. Haven't seen a shot out of anger from them. Anything loose, they've been prepared to put it away. But the running as well has been excellent. Just trying to minimize these dot balls. Very important, and a surface you expect to get slower. Yeah, and there you go again. Yeah, when boundaries are hard to come by, ensuring that they get those quick singles any which way they can.
It's such an important point, that strike rotation and minimizing the dot deliveries in conditions that may not be as favorable. And that's where the real skill comes in. The ability to manipulate and deflect the ball into the gaps. And that, to me, has stood out from these two. Yes, the right-left combination helps, but they've nudged and noodled quite exceptionally. And dot to end the 14th, 71 without loss.